What's up guys, I'm Free77 and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to teach you how to use each action included in my essential action pack. So let's move to Photoshop and let me show you. Alright guys, so now we are on Photoshop and the first thing we have to do is create a new document. I recommend to use 300 on the resolution, so everything, all the actions in here will work well. So let's create it. And now if you don't know how to load your actions to your Photoshop, the only thing you have to do is go to Window and look for this option called Actions. That basically will give you this option that it's actions. So now you have to click here and then load actions. Then you will have all these files that these are the actions including the essential action packs. So you have to click one and then click and load, and it will appear like this. And as you can see, we have a different type of actions here and they are all different. So now we are going through every single actions and I'm going to explain to you how to use it properly. All these actions are made in a way to help you to make digital mixed media. So the first one, paper cut, it's going to help you to get that type of cutout paper on top and under the actual artwork that you're working on. So let me show you a little bit. So let's say that we have this artwork here. To get better results, you have to load some paper scan textures and then you have to work below all that texture. And now let's create a new layer, and for example all these, the first and also all this that says on are going to be on top. So let's make a shape first. You can use this lasso tool or polygonal tool. So I'm gonna use this polygonal tool and I'm gonna make a little square here. And now we're going to choose any color, for example red, and now let's fill it with some color. As you can see, it's kind of just a square and nothing else. So now let's press the one that we want. For example, I'm going to choose the number 2 on, and let's hit play. And as you can see, it adds that type of effect like paper cut. If you want a more visible effect, you can just like apply the same action again, and now you will see it's more visible now. And now let's make another shape for the off. This off, what it means is basically it does the cut under the artwork. So let's choose, for example, another color, maybe this green. Let's click the action that we want. Let's hit play. And as you can see, it adds these effects. And again, if you want to make the effect more visible, just apply the action again, and it will look, you can see it start to look a bit more visible. And that's all for these cutout actions. Alright, so now let's move to the next one, and it is this realistic pen. What this realistic pen does is make your brushes or your drawings and writings, make it looks like it is made like a real pen. I recommend to reduce the flow about 10 and 25, for example, and I'm going to write something here. This do not need to be perfect because we want that type of perfection, human imperfection for mixed media. And now we go to actions and we can choose any of these. This is for the size of the brushes, but you can use any that you want. I'm going to use, for example, this time the real pen 8 pixels, and let's hit play. And you can already see that it has a different texture than the normal pen. So if we go zoom out, it doesn't look like a digital brush anymore. If you can now just apply it again the effect, and it will look more imperfect and better. And yeah, you can do the same thing with any of these. It just depends of how you like it and what you want. So now with the textures, this is a kind of texture generator. What it does basically is create imperfection to make it look a bit more like it is printed and scanned. So let's hit play and let's see. You can see that type of like imperfections. It just appear like that. Now we have this mist color halftone, and it makes this halftone effect, but you cannot see too much here because it's not too much color. Let's try with another one. For example, I use this one. You can see it lose a bit of colors, and it applies this type of halftone effect. And let's try with the next one. Halftone texture is basically just the halftone texture but without losing any color information, and this part is just for texturing. And now let's move to the next one, type distressor. As the name says, is for the type. So what we have to do is, for example, let's try something. You can use any font and it works well with any font. I don't know, let's try Essentials Actions, for example, and I'm going to use another font. Let's say this one, and now we can choose any of these. It kind of depends on the size of the font, but you can use any that you want. For example, I'm gonna make this about 24, for example, and now we are going to use 24 pixels, and you can see it already start to distress the text. You can see it's a bit different now. So now let's use, for example, this one, and you can see all of these are different. It add this type of texture around, and you can apply it on any text that you want. You can see this is very hard. This is a lot more distress, and it add also this type of textures around the image, the text. So yeah, that's basically what it does. It just like a inbleed effect or something like that. The next one and final one is the folder of visual effects. What it does is recreate what to me is these three effects. So for example, let's copy this. So now I'm going to select the first one, Dream Film Glow. I'm going to hit play. You need to make it on the image that you're working on, and you can see it looks like a dreamy glow effect. Yeah, it looks very good if you add noise. So for example, if I add some noise, it already looks even more like a film. So this is just like visual effects. So now let's move to the next one. It says anamorphic blur, and what it does is make a type of blur that it's like this. You can see this type of movement or stuff like that, and I think it is cool if you're looking for something like variation for your image and something unique. The second one is kind of the same, but it's a bit different. You can see it is more visible and also give you more saturation on the colors, and yeah, you can apply it to any image that you want. For example, I'm going to use this one. I just click OK. I select this one. As you can see, it looks very good with this type of blur, like a some radial blur, and with this type of colors, with more saturated colors. And yeah, as I say, it looks very good if you're looking for some variation on your image. Yeah guys, I think this is all that you need to know. You can experiment with all these actions if you want. For example, you can apply the realistic pen to any shape that you do, to any image, to any type of thing that you put on here. So you can apply your type distressor to your shapes or stroke, and it will looks good. The only thing that I recommend is to work on 300 of resolution, because it will looks perfect for you. If you work in another resolution, it might not be the best. Alright guys, and that's all. I hope you liked the video. I hope you can understand and learn something new with this video tutorial. Please leave a like, leave a comment in the comment section. Also subscribe to this channel, and if you have any question, just comment below, and yeah, I'm gonna try to reply as soon as possible. And yeah, let's see you in the next video. Bye.